All right, so I'm gonna play you guys a random song. This song will never get recorded, and there's good reason. I was on this cruise one time. It was a music cruise, and they asked me to be on and play some music for the cruise because it was like a festival. And I was added very late to the roster, and so no one knew who I was. And I had 0 fans on there, which is kind of awesome. It was kind of fun. So I had to prove myself to other people, but I also wanted to introduce like who I was and what type of music that I make. And so while I was on the boat, I spent one whole day, again, while my wife was in this tiny little cruiser room, writing this song. And she was like, "This is ridiculous that you spent this much time doing this." And I'm like, "I know, because it's dumb." But I did it, and I don't know. Here it is. My mama named me after Christopher Robin and Kris Kristofferson, R.I.P. I was doomed from the start, being born, pulled in different directions. My first concert was Reba. Listen, can I tell you guys a Reba story real quick? Is that okay?
Yeah.
You guys like Reba around here in Knoxville? Listen, Reba is awesome. That was true. My first concert ever was Reba McEntire. I think I was 7 years old, Little Rock, Arkansas, Barton Coliseum, and I remember every second about it. It was amazing. It was incredible. I had like a cowboy hat on, had silk shirt on, tight black jeans. I looked incredible, guys. Probably all things from Walmart. And anyways, so I went to the show, unbelievable and very inspiring, and it's a huge moment for me. Long after that, I was at the AMAs. You guys know the American Music Awards. You guys have heard of this award show. I don't know why the heck they asked me to be there. I was presenting with Demi Lovato. What the frick was I doing? I don't think she knew who I was. It was amazing. She was like, "Why am I up here with this guy?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but we're here, we're doing it, we're on TV, and we're saying people's names and stuff." And so we did it. That was cool. I got to watch the rest of the show from the crowd. It was great. And I loved every second of it. So many great performances. But at one point in the commercial break, I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom and I come back. And I'm walking, but I have to walk by the front row to get to my seat. And in the front row is Reba McEntire. Shoot. The smart thing to do in that moment would have been to just notice, walk to my seat. I did not do that. I stopped in front of her, and I didn't say anything. I looked at her, and I'm just standing there for what seems like way too long. And you can tell she's like, "This is uncomfortable." And I'm just like, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. And then she tries to be very kind and charming, and she goes, "Hey, honey," or how she says it cooler than that, but you know what I'm saying. And then I'm like thinking, I gotta say something to her. I gotta say something. You can't just not say something and just keep staring at her. So I look at her and I go, "I love you." And then I just walk back to my seat like a weirdo. What's wrong with me? I wasn't asked back to the AMAs. I don't know if Reba has a show, but I'm not asked to do that either. Dang it, I blew it. I usually blow it, but I don't get starstruck. I don't usually blow it in that way. I usually just like I act too cool. Like, "Yeah, man, it's pretty cool to meet you, Peyton Manning." It was amazing, and I was freaking out. But for some reason, Reba left me speechless. Other than "I love you." Okay, my first concert was Reba. Then I went home and listened to Coolio, singing Gangsta's Paradise with a cowboy hat on, playing Nintendo. I haven't found a type of music that I'm not into. For from Garth to Coltrane, from Prine to Snoop. So if you're trying to box me in, well, you can't. Oh, believe me, I've tried, but there is nothing I ain't. 'Cause I'm a little bit folk, a little bit rock, a little bit soul, and a little bit pop. Oh, and everything in between. If there's a Songwriters DMV, I'm in the driver's seat with no ID. In high school I played baseball and viola for the symphony. A jock and a dork, I was a walking contradiction, you see. I wanna sing in competition without the best voice on the show. Maybe it's 'cause I didn't freak out when they told me that I had to sing disco. I haven't found a type of music that I'm not into. From, name somebody, anybody. Taylor Swift, sure, yeah, that's a good one. To somebody that rhymes with who. The Who. And who else? What'd you say? Did you say The Goo? That's gross. But you're talking about the Goo Goo Dolls. Yeah. Did somebody over here say Huey Lewis in the News? That's a stretch. But I like it. It's a good stretch. So if you're trying to box me in, well, you can't. Oh, believe me, I've tried, but there is nothing I ain't. 'Cause I'm a little bit folk, a little bit rock, a little bit soul, and a little bit pop. Oh, maybe a lot, and everything in between. If there's a Songwriters DMV, I'd go to the counter and stop to scream. Give me a card that just says me. And we won't record it.